So we're entering the parking lot. Tell me, I want to be in your brain. Tell me what you're seeing, what you're picking up on.
Well, the first thing is, as I exit there, I'm just going to take a quick glance left and right, because that's the problem. It's not what's in front of us, it's what's there and there.
Retired Special Agent Jennifer Coffindaffer isn't messing around when it comes to predator awareness. And in parking lots, that vigilance started the moment we walked out the door.
When you're in a parking garage, parking row, walk in the middle. And the reason is, you don't want somebody to jump out from one of these cars. You're distancing yourself now from a possible problem.
She says immediately remove your headphones. Instead of your cell phone, put your hand on pepper spray. Remove all distractions while walking to your car, especially if you can't remember where you parked it.
And a lot of people, you see them, they're like this, you've probably done it, and you're hitting your unlock button so you can hear your car and go to it. Don't do that.
Go for the panic button instead. The unlock button only makes it easier for an attacker to be waiting for you at or in your vehicle. And as we've seen from attacks and surveillance video from across the country, it can happen in the blink of an eye. This is our producer. He played the part of the bad guy to recreate what Coffindaffer so often sees, surprise strangulation from behind.
What you see people doing in the movies and so on is they grab here, thinking this is going to give relief, and all it's going to do is cause them to be strangled. Instead, as he pulled, I went with him, which got him off balance. I immediately turned. So now the ligature is on the back of my neck. It is not compromising my carotid. I grabbed him, so now he's super off balance. He was pulling me, I've got him close, and then that caused me to be able to drive him to the ground.
At the top of Coffindaffer's list for vulnerable spots in a parking garage, stairwells. Look up and down them before you start the climb.
Because do you feel like that you can see them looking up to see who's coming down?
Yeah,
okay.
They're waiting on you.
And if you do find yourself being attacked, going for the groin isn't a cliche. It's your best chance of escape.
Yes. You know, we see movies, we see TV where that works, but it really does the trick.
It works. It is incapacitating for a man to be struck by an elbow, to be punch to the groin area, a knee to the groin area. It completely, it's game over. I'm going to immediately get in tight. I'm going to grab and hold them close, off balance, on the neck, and I'm going to strike with everything I have in the groin area.
And then you run like hell.
You literally have to turn the table on them. Surprise, speed, violence of action to get out of that situation.
And Marnie, you know, you've had several conversations with Jennifer over the past few months. She is the real deal, but on a serious note, you know, she was brutally attacked in college, and that lone incident launched an entire 25-year career with the FBI, and she has since dedicated her life's work to training people across the country and really extending that expertise and that knowledge to others. Marnie.
Right, and that attacker came from behind and tried to strangle her in that moment. Markie, did Jennifer say anything about some of the common things we always hear? Park near a well-lit area, maybe park near the door, or what to do if you suspect that there's something going on in the parking lot and you don't feel safe?
Yeah, Marnie, great question. I gleaned lots of great information from her. When it comes to parking, if we can just walk over here real quick, Austin, this car right here on the corner, doing things right. She said always park on an end cap if you can. That way you're only blocked in from one direction. There's a stairwell right here. Obviously top of her list on most vulnerable places, but if you park here and you need to get away, you immediately have an exit here. She said park close to an elevator. Also, when you're pulling into a parking garage, take a look at where the surveillance cameras are. Try to park there if you can. Sometimes there are assistance phones. You know, park near one of those. Always have your eye on where all the possible escapes and help tools are. And she said if you can park on a lower level, the higher you start to get up in a parking garage, the less likely it is that if you call for help, somebody will be there to assist you.
The harder
Marnie.
it is to get out. Always scanning those surroundings. A lot of obvious tips there, but what I love, Markie, is a lot of things that many of us have not thought about. Great story. Thanks for watching. Click the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.